Welcome, welcome. We're going to talk tonight, our designer series, or celebrity watch, is on the wrap top. There's so many great lessons to be taken, and there's so many great wrap tops out there. So what I did is I actually just took newscasters, because we all know the ABC, CBS, NBC, whatever. I just grabbed a bunch because they are very common and they're beautiful, and there's some classics that I want to teach you about. Okay, so we're going to go through some pictures, and then we got fabrics for you, and the fabrics, everything's compatible, and we're going to have a giveaway. The giveaway is at like about 8:30. We'll do the giveaway. So basically that means if you're just watching, you can't get into the chat. Now this is only for live. If you're watching live and you're not logged into YouTube, it's all up to YouTube. You have to sign into YouTube, and then you can go for our giveaway. Okay, but if you're not signed in, you can't get it, Okay. So we're going to have that at 8:30. Don't do a good job of explaining that, but there you go. Also, I want to mention something right at the beginning so everybody gets it. We have two patterns on pre-sale. One is 724 and one is 3425. One is a Josie's jacket and one is the Softstream yoga pant. And I have worked for, how old are we? As a pattern company, we're 27 or 28 years old. I lose track. But that whole entire time, I've worked with the same group of people, same graphic artists, One of them has had just a death in their family, and they've had to travel, and they've shut things down for a little bit. And so I have plan B. I could go to another graphic artist. I don't want to. We're going to wait. I'm just going to ask for your patience. We're just going to push it back to the end of May. And in the meantime, I've had so many requests for, can you put that back up? I didn't get it. I didn't hear it. I missed it. So 724 is back up and 3425 is back up. They are pre-sale only and will ship the end of May. Everything's done. The pattern's done. Guides are done. Everything's done. We're just waiting for those last few changes to be made, and nobody can plan, something like this happening. So I'm going to ask for your patience on this, and we're going to push it back. Okay, let's talk tops. Let's talk wrap tops. And first I want to do is I want to go through these pictures, and I want to explain to you wrap tops, how they're done, and your options so that you can decide when you want to do one. I think everybody should have several. I have more than several, but there's so many great things that can be done with them. So let's look at this first picture. And the first thing I want you to see is there are times when wrap tops are purposely made to have something underneath. Okay, so none of these did I do that way. However, this pattern, when I first developed it, this is pattern 123, that was kind of the inspiration, is the two wraps and then with a t-shirt but built in underneath. So this is pattern number 123, and just love that look. That was the goal. So we're just going to go through these pictures like I said. Let's look at the next one. And you can see that the reason the wrap needs something underneath is because what the wrap does is it connects 2 points. One is the base of the neck, and one is typically 3/4. It doesn't go all the way to the side. It goes like to the princess seam or to the dart, because the body changes angles. When you go past that dart, the waist dart, the body changes angles, and you have to change. You can't just wrap past that point without making some alterations to the pattern, and it gets more complex. So most wraps go from base of the neck to that waist dart. And when they do that, because they do that, you can see that the V is so low that it reveals things that we may not want revealed. So again, in this picture, the plan is wear them with something underneath. You see a lot of celebrities, and this is why I'm showing you these pictures, they'll pin. They'll pin it to try to keep it more modest. It's not going to happen, and the pin is horrible. Let's look at the next one. All right, here again we see that the original was pinned, and then she went ahead and put something underneath. That's because most of us are very comfortable with something underneath, all right? And I'm going to show you a few tricks so that you don't have to do this, but I want to show you all the pictures first, and then we'll go back and talk tricks. Okay, all right, this one now, notice the wrap is going all the way to the side seam. When it's going all the way to the side seam, typically it has to be bigger around, and it generally is a coat, because there's more fluff and extra. So in order to get this to wrap correctly, it's going all the way to the side, and then you have the wrap. And if you notice where it crosses at center front is much higher, that becomes more modest. But generally, blouses don't do that. They're too bulky to do that. Generally, just coats do that. All right, next one. All right, here I want you to see, this is a really classic blouse, and it's, we've got 3 views of this. And so what you're seeing here is the wrap now has been added from a shawl collar. And what we know about a shawl collar is a shawl collar comes up higher on the neck. So now instead of wrapping those 2 points from the base of the neck to the waist seam, it actually can wrap higher and go to a shawl collar. Thus was the purpose behind when I did this pattern, which was the base of the neck could go higher if I had a collar. So, and I'll show you that in a minute, but again, I just want to get through these pictures. So look at this next one, same top. What we're seeing is a fixture of something that's right under the bust so that it secures that wrap in place. And those are the secrets of this particular one. This one, like I said, it's very famous. It's a European company, and they have an invisible zipper, and so all of that is kept in place. So it's the way of doing a wrap top, and then it's the way of securing it a little bit more secure. And we've got one more picture of this. They're in different colors. This top has been around for, it's a very classic as far as wrap tops go. It's a beautiful top. Again, very modest, lovely look. Look at just a straight sleeve, and all the darting is up there through the top. So it's very nicely done. All right, this next one. I want you to look at this one and then notice she's trying really her best to wrap that top. It doesn't fit well. It doesn't do a whole lot of things well. But now let's look at the next picture, and you can see how much better that looks. Just give it up. The wrap doesn't fit. The wrap is difficult to buy and fit at the same time. Diane von Furstenberg, I know she did a whole bunch with it, but it really is difficult to get it to wrap and get it to fit just right because the angles of our bust and our necks and all those things change so frequently. Okay, so we're going to stop there with the pictures. We've got one more, but I'll show it later. And I want to go through this process. And what I did with wrap tops, this first one that I did, well, the one I have on is 4019. 4019 is the wrap dress. And all I did is switch it out with, I took off the collar, you know, made a V-neck, and added a knit sleeve. And, you know, then, of course, added all the zippers and all that stuff. But it's basically very same as the 650, which is the wrap blouse. Now, I want to show you kind of what I did with this blouse when I made it. Instead of, when I was talking a minute ago about the shawl collar and about how when you put a collar on, you raise the base of the neck. You actually move it up to where, and I'm going to show you when you pull this up, the start point of the wrap now, you see, is way over here. It's not at the base. It's way past center front. So that gives me much more coverage through the bust line area, even though I still only wrap to the waist dart. So adding the collar was the jackpot for me when I realized that. It's been a lot of years ago. I thought, okay, I'm just going to offer a wrap, but I'm going to offer it with a collar so that that combination can be done and done reasonably for most women. Now, as we know, when you make a muslin of a wrap, any gapping that you have in here, you can simply take out and you can make a dart and take it all the way to the armhole, and that will shorten the neck edge. So you can see with the top I have on, I can bend over and my top's not going to go anywhere because it can't. It doesn't have any extra length. You have to have extra length in order to get the gap. But when you have too much length at one point and not at another, that's what will give you the gap. Okay, so this one in particular, because of the added collar, the point has been raised to where it will wrap from a different point now, not over here, and so you get greater coverage at the neckline. Very easy concept. I just wanted to point that out to you in wraps alone. Now, the next one, I'm going to go and show you this one. This is 4014. 4014 is a dress. It's called Shelley's dress, and I don't know if it's on. The regular Silhouette Pattern website. I know it's on Fit to Stitch website. It's a donation pattern that's going on right now. But the whole reason I did Shelley's dress is this was Nick and Zoe, and what they did was, I think, really, really smart. They changed up where the side came in so that this can actually come in and it doesn't fit this mannequin right. When I have it on, you can actually pull this up and you can go over the bust point, or you can leave it down and go under the bust point. Because of the knit properties and because of the gathers at the side, you get an option as to going up or going down, whichever you want. I wear this dress a lot. I mean, this one I made new, but I wear this dress a lot because it's so versatile as far as the way that top can be worn. And so sometimes as a wrap, we can actually, because of where it secures to the side, we can actually get that wrap to cover more because it comes up. So those are your principles involved in wraps. They're a lot of fun, and you're going to hopefully get a wrap top and love it. So 650 is this one, 4019 is the one I have on, 123 is that one right there, and 4014 is this one right here. Now we've got other wrap tops. One of them that we have is 422. That one works really well because the top comes up and inverts itself. And that one, again, very modest. So my goal whenever I do something like a wrap, I make sure that it's going to work for you regardless of your bust size. A lot of women who are large busted, they say, I can't wear a wrap top. You can. You just got to make a muslin. And you got to make the muslin, you got to make sure that you come in here and shorten this amount to match you. Then once you've done that, you're good to go. Okay? Okay. So the pattern of the top I'm wearing tonight is 4019. It's the dress, although I've cut it short, obviously for a tunic. And I've put on a knit sleeve rather than a woven sleeve. So the pattern itself is for a woven, but the body itself doesn't matter. You can switch that out as long as you change the sleeve to do what you want. This sleeve on this side is got two zippers that are coming to the middle. So you don't set the sleeve in, you just add a zipper and then you zip it in. And then this side has a zipper coming in, and I can control this by zipping it up as far as I want or by zipping it down as far as I want. So you can change up the look. And that's fun. It's fun to do that. Okay, so wrap tops are the goal. Lots of people wearing them. Now, I got a question earlier today, and because I did this dress, and because I'm talking about the wrap dress that I have on, I wanted to answer this. Instead of putting it to Q&As, I wanted to answer it, and I left the question on my desk. But the basic is, she's wanting to lengthen Shelley's dress, which is 4014. And her question is, and I'm going to have this last picture, if you don't mind just for a second. I want you to look at this last picture because when you are adding length, and for this blue dress, I've got the fabric behind me. I wanted it to be mid-calf. And so when I made it, I added 3 inches to the bottom. And I did that by measuring, 1 to 1, anyway, doesn't matter. I wanted to add 3 inches to the bottom. So when you're adding length to a flare, and this doesn't make a difference if it's a sleeve or a skirt or a dress, whatever it is, when you are adding length to a flare, people always ask me, well, should I just add to the bottom or what do I do? It depends on what you want. So I want you to look at this picture, this drawing, I kind of drew it out. And if you just add to the bottom and just continue, then your circumference is going to get larger. And if you take that circumference and times it, to the number of panels you have, say 8 panels, you're going to get a lot of extra that you may not like. Now, I'm going to say if it's a perfect world. In a perfect world, what we want is we want to know how many inches we want the bottom of our dress to be. I want you to know that. I recognize you're not going to know that all the time. But in a perfect world, we're going to know how many inches we want. We're going to know how many inches the pattern is by measuring the panels. And then we're going to say, nope, I don't want to add any more. I want it just like it is. And so look at option number 2, where I've extended the same amount and then redrawn the lines to the sides of the panels. So option number 1, you're going to get a lot more circumference at the bottom, especially by the time you do that to each panel times the number of panels you have. And then number 2 is you're preserving the circumference there and you're truing up the side seam. So there's not a right and a wrong. It is a style option. It is your style option. And so I would just show you that regardless of which one you do, those are up to you and you can go from there. Okay? Okay, let's look at fabrics. We'll answer questions and we'll look at fabrics. And again, in about 15 minutes, we'll have a little drawing. Okay? We're going to give something away. I'm going to move these little ladies out here for a little bit. Now, I do want to tell you fabric numbers before I take them away. This is fabric number tonight. It's in tonight. It's 39. 3900 is our series tonight. And you can see that this is a burnout. It's a cotton poly burnout. It's lovely. It's lovely to sew on. It's lovely to press. And so it would be 3915. 3915 is what that top is made out of. And you can see it's got a little bit of a stripe in it, but by the time you put these at an angle, you don't even really see that. This top is really cute on. I really, really like it. You know, when I do finish these new clothes, it's really hard to figure out, okay, which one am I going to wear? Which one am I going to wear? This one right here is Carolina Constance. And this is a fabric that we have online. This is not what we have tonight. We already have it online. I'm going to kind of push that back a little bit. And this is the fabric number. I moved it over here. Hang on, let me grab it. This fabric number is 7255. 7255 is this. It's 100% silk. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful, beautiful fabric. Very nice. And then this one over here, the blue, and I'll leave that here, is, we're going to show that a little bit later. You can see it's great drape. It's like an ITY, but it's 100% cotton, which, you know, I remember over the years that we've had ITY. I keep saying to you guys, they're going to get to where they used to be 100% poly, 100% viscose, you know. Now they're 100% cotton, so it's really nice to see that transformation. And this is $39.19. And I love the blue, as you can see. It's just it's a home run. It's great. Okay, if you need the dart adjustment for the gapping neckline, is it done outside the bust circle? It has nothing to do with the bust circle. So don't worry about the bust circle, just simply, it's typically along the neck edge. The reason it gaps is not because of the bust, it's because the angle from the neckline to the bust is different than the pattern or the garment that's made. So don't worry about the bust line, take the gap out of the neckline where it is, out of the muslin, and just get to the armhole, get off the pattern as quickly as you can. Okay? Okay. Okay, how long does it take you to make all these tops? This blouse takes me, this is classic blouse basically. This took me, I actually timed myself on this, it took me an hour and a half. Start to cut, out to finish, hour and a half. But they're so fun and they're so easy. This one I didn't pay attention to it. I'll bet this one didn't even take an hour and a half. You know, they're knits, they're just fast. And so that's what that Ready, Set, Sew class is. That Ready, Set, Sew class is because what I've done starts tomorrow, but I think I left it up. The goal, I think that there's a lot of things I've observed about you all in classes that you're spending way too much time doing over and over. So I'm trying to streamline that process for you, and I want you to get to where you can say, oh, I've got a couple hours, I'm going to go make myself a new blouse. That's the goal, okay? And I do think that, well, anyway, that's enough said. Ready, Set, Sew, that starts tomorrow, but I think it's still up, like I said. Okay, so let's look at fabric. The other thing I want to mention to you is when you're doing a wrap top, the French curve is really helpful. When I see a wrap top, I want it to go on the outside of the curve. Okay, so a French curve can curve like that, and a French curve between 2 points can curve like that. I want to do a convex because it will cover more neckline for me. If I were to put this down on my top, I don't want to hit my microphone, but when I took away the collar and drew from the base of the neck to the seam, I did a convex seam rather than a concave seam because what it does is it covers more of my neckline. So when you use your French curve and you're connecting 2 points, pay attention to the convex or the concave, and to cover more, you're going to use the convex. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's start with fabrics. Let's go all the way. We're going to go to silhouettepatterns.com. We're going to go to fabrics. Boom. We're going to go over to the right, and it's going to say View All. Then we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll start with 39. 39 is the whole number. 3901, 39 through 20, 3920. And I don't think they're exact order, but they're close to where you can find it. Okay. Now, some of these, just saying, we just don't have a lot of them. But when I was in New York and when I was buying them, I just decided we're better off to have more selection, even though there's fewer yardage. And I know some of you lately have been a little frustrated that there wasn't more, and there's not more. So just for those of you who are new, let me just tell you that these are designer ends. Somebody sent me an email the other day and said, could you tell me when you get more of that fabric in? No, there's no more. We're buying all the designer ends, and once it's sold, and it's gone. I'm going to move this down a little bit. I have every confidence that my wrap will not gap, so I'm going to put it right to test it. We'll see how good it is. Okay, so we're going to start with 3901. This is like a pantoroma. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the pattern number for the aqua blue dress. That is 4014. It's called Shelley's dress. 4014. I don't know if it's on the Fit to the silhouette pattern site. I know it's on the Fit to Stitch site, so you may have to go there to get it. The Carolina Constance top, so it doesn't matter where you take the dart, just where it has too much fabric in the neckline. Yes, so anywhere that neckline is gapping, where you take some out, I mean, it's theoretically between the bust and the neckline, take out, just make your muslin, take it out, take it to nothing at the side, at the armhole, you're good to go. Make, correct the line. All right, so this is like a pantoroma, except it's 100% cotton. It's a beautiful piece of fabric. Great weight, great for making exactly what I have on. A wrap would be perfect. A pair of pants, you could just make all kinds of things with this. A little jacket would be great. I'm going to let you zoom in and we're going to see the texture and how pretty that texture is. Yeah, camera's giving us a little bit of a hard time. Hang on and we'll get it. Sometimes there we go. There you go. Now this has stretch in both directions. It's a very nice piece of fabric. Pretty color, beautiful color. It's orange. It's definitely orange. Well, I put all these colors together purposely so that you could see how well they blend together. And obviously when I was buying them, my goal was to, get all these pieces to come in together. This is a cotton poly, beautiful piece of fabric, sheer, great drape. It'd be pretty with a base, and I put it next to oranges, but look what happens when you put it next to the blues. Isn't that beautiful? The reds, the pinks. I mean, it's just one of those fabrics. It's amazing. It's got beautiful drape. A lot of sheers don't have great drape. It does. It's got a little lurex thread through it. It's kind of an abstract floral. Very pretty. Italian, baby. Italian. Our next one is 100% linen. We've got a few linens here tonight. Love this. Wouldn't that be fun, like in a little jean jacket or something? Great drape, lightweight, 100% linen. One side has a really good selvage, one side does not. Look at that. You can just feel it, can't you? Pretty. Again, pretty color. So I do think that as our monitors are different, I think it really helps to see them next to one another so that you can kind of see them together. I love this. This is a little floral. There's 100% linen. It's got great, just really great drape. Again, I was shopping yesterday, I think it was. You can see the wrinkle on this. It's just almost non-existent. I don't know what they've done or how they've done it, but it's pretty. Really soft. Are you getting to where you can feel them through the camera, you guys? That's the goal. Get them to where you can feel them through the camera. And then this next one's a linen also, but it's a stretch linen. Now, for those of you who pre-ordered that stretch linen, it should be in any day. We didn't have this color though. We had a kind of a red orange, we had a black, and an ivory. This is an orange that I picked up, and it's lovely. 100% linen, but it's a stretch linen, and it's a really pretty orange. I would say, is this a blue orange or a red orange? Yeah, I think it's a red orange. Nice stretch, nice retention. Love it, love it, love it. And you guys know as we go along, you can ask any questions you want. This next one I love too. It's just such a great blend of the pinks and the oranges. And of course you can throw a little browns in there. It'd be great with a pair of brown jeans or something. Just works really well. So it's great drape again. I don't buy fabrics without really good drape. That's probably not true. But it, you know, you can see the drape is wonderful on here. It's a poly cotton. The colors are just oranges and pinks and creams and browns, and it's really fun. I think I called it dotted. It's pretty. That's a poly cotton. All right, then this next one, let's see, so we have 39.1, 39.2, 39.3, 39.4, 39.5, 39.6, 39.7 is 100% cotton. This is a little pink, it's a knit. It has stretch in both directions. And I forgot I left a rubber band on here. Sorry, you guys, can't do that and show the fabric at the same time. All right, so I'm gonna kind of let this fabric go out a little bit. There we go. This would be great for a dress. Just got really good drape. 100% cotton, stretch in both directions. It's really nice. The blue dress has an angled seam. Would I use the higher or lower seam to measure proportions to my body? You measure the middle, not the higher or the lower, you measure the middle. Does 3902 have a white background or cream? I'll put it next to white, and I think the answer would be cream, but I'll put it next so that you can determine. The thing about it, well, this one, 3902, boy, it seems white. It seems white, but when I put it next to the white, which is this one, it seems cream. So I would say cream, to answer the question. This one, I love this. This is 100% cotton. Look at this. This is just beautiful. 100% cotton. Isn't that lovely? 100% cotton, but it's just so fine. The feel is just beautiful. It's soft. Love the colors. There's so much you could do with that, including the navy, the denim. You know, just to wear it with a pair of jeans, it'd just be a great combination. Okay. The next one is a cotton, also 100%. Like I said, I put this next to pink, but boy, when I put it next to this blue down here, I'll show it to you later. It looks so nice. This is 100% cotton. Looks like a linen, but it's not, because my linens, so when I buy the linens, you guys, I'm having the guys that I buy them from, the girls, whatever, I have them mark them, because you can't tell the difference in burning between a cotton and a linen. So because I want to know whether it's linen or not, so all the linens are coming in marked. And because this one's not marked, I'm going to assume it's a cotton. It did burn 100% clean, but it does look like a linen. It's a beautiful feel to it. I don't know that linen is superior over cotton. I think linen is just a stronger fiber than cotton, but I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. Okay, so then we go to 3910. And this is this light pink, and this is cool. This is like a shirting. So it's good on both sides, great drape. Be just a cutest little shirt dress for the summer. It's got good selvage. You could definitely use that selvage in there, because it's like a denim. I mean, it's lightweight. It's not like a denim, but when I mean it's like a denim, denim has a one white thread and one pink thread, and that's what makes this pink. It's a darker pink and a white, and it gives it a light pink slub to it. It's very pretty. It's better than being light pink, because it's kind of like a variegated. Does that pick up on the camera that it's kind of variegated? Yeah, as you come in close, you can see that it's not just a light pink, it's like a variegated light pink. Very pretty. Okay, then the next one is blue, again 100% cotton. You guys know I'm like a fiend to get these cottons. Number one, I just think they're so easy to sew with. They're good fabric is so much easier to sew with. I was making this silk top, And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know, maybe that's some of the secret, is having good fabric, because it's so much easier to sew with than, I don't know, something cheap, you know. But anyway, this is really pretty. This is a kind of a little bit of an open weave. It's got a little bit of a air to it, but it's still got a really great drape, which means the yarn must have a really high twist. It's pretty. It's very pretty. Yeah, you can see that texture in there. It's got really nice texture. And this is 39.11. All right. Then we're going to look at the last one on this row. Oops, it fell, so I'm going to kind of get it before I put the other one back up. This is a viscose. It's got great colors in it. 100% viscose. This is a knit. It has stretch in both directions. I love this. It's like a striped floral. It's a combination. It's cool looking. Love the colors, the oranges, the blues. It goes just about with everything. Real summery. And again, stretch in both directions. And you know viscose has great drape. All right, so that's our top row. That's our first 12. It's 1 through 12. Typically, we only have 10 on that top row, but because our yardages aren't that much, we have a little bit less. But what I want to do now is we'll just take a break. We'll answer questions, but we're going to have that giveaway. And so what we're going to do for the giveaway is we're going to give you a code, and everybody be sure you're signed in. We're going to give you a code, and then you're going to put in that code. Only enter it one time. Don't do it repeatedly. We've been told it will throw you out. We've never tested that, but we've been told that if it's entered by the same person multiple times, you'll get disqualified. So don't do that. So this is May, and in May our POM is 719 DVF's blouse, Diane von Furstenberg's blouse. So we're talking about the wrap tonight, which is Diane von Furstenberg, but also this pattern was hers, because these bows are very, very stylish. And so we're going to give away our POM. And so if you'll put in the code, which is 719, just the three numbers, 719, and that will get you to enter. Now, again, for those of you who are watching and it's not live, I've seen many times where you actually put in the code on the comments page. That will not help you. It's already been given away. It's already won, so don't worry about it. If you're not watching live, if you're watching live right now, go ahead and put in 719, those three numbers, and we'll wait for a minute, and then we'll answer questions. We'll give that away. And you know that typically when we give something away, all you do is let us know that you won it. You email me, Peggy@silhouettepatterns.com. You let me know you won it, and we just ship it out to you. It's pretty easy. But the rule is you have to have it made up within a week. That's our rule. Not really, obviously. All right, so we're going back through and just trying to check for questions. Is 39.11 a shirting weight? No, 39.11 is, you could do a shirt, but it's not a shirting weight. This 39.10 is a shirting weight. This is heavier. Again, you could make a shirt out of it, but this is a heavier. It's not a shirting weight. Shirting is really like 2. It borders onto 3. This is 3 bordering onto 4. Okay. What pattern did you use for the 39.15 fabric? 39.15. Oh, what pattern? 123. Sorry, you guys, it takes me a while to figure out the questions. 123. It's called 44's dual wrap top. 44 is Bailey 44, just so that you know. Bailey 44 dual wrap top. It was a top, so I love this top, and what I liked about it is the wrap is so flattering. And you could do it out of different fabrics, but then that t-shirt underneath is built in, so it's a great way to pair a wrap with the t-shirt already built in, same fabric. It's great. 123. 44's dual wrap top, pattern number 123. It was new last year. It was new out last year. I think it was in the spring group. With the sheets, be good for the wrap with the sheets? I'm going to have to re-ask that question. I'm not sure what you're asking. Is there some blue in 1906? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The hot pink, is there some blue in the hot pink? Probably. Probably. Yes, there is. It's a hot pink with blue in it. Because there's a hot pink down here that, this is definitely bluer. I understand what you're asking. What is the oh, sorry. What is the fabric on 3910? The fabric is 100% cotton. We had 100% viscose was the knit right here. 100% cotton, 100% cotton, 100% cotton, 100% cotton, 100% cotton. Gets to be an old storybook, huh? This is a cotton poly, 100% linen, 100% linen, 100% linen, cotton poly, 100% cotton. That top row is a good one. It's a good row. I think it's a good row. I love it when I can bring you guys great fabrics. It's just too much fun. What would the shears be good for the wraps? Well, yes and no. You just have to be careful, you know, on the wraps. Like I purposely did 301. If you look at 301, the reason I did 301 is 301, and you can just pull it up for reference. 301 shows no bad side. It's a kimono and a wrap. So that's perfect for any fabric. But sometimes if you do like 95, just pull that up for reference, you need both sides to be good. Now the other day I made 523, and 523 is frames 4-way halter, and it has a tie. And the tie, you see both sides of the tie. So what I did is I just doubled this, and I just did it together so that even when you see the back side, it's the right side, because the shears are very easy, if you need the back side to be good, to just double them. I've done that a lot, even if I make a scarf. I'll just put 2 layers in, and they're beautiful. And they're thick enough that you don't really see can't tell it's 2 layers, but I just put 2 layers together, and then I'll serge the back side. I mean, I'll serge them together, or do a rolled edge. But it works really well that way. Okay, and this shear's the same. The back side is not the same as the front side. You really have to get a woven, you have to get a woven thread to get that to be the case. Okay, can I use a sheer woven for the drape? Can I use a sheer woven for the drape with a knit the rest of the top for 123? You can. She's talking this right here, just for everybody who's watching here. You can. The only thing is that this does have some stretch that goes to the side seam. So knowing that, all you have to do is cut this a little longer. Like instead, if you're using a size 2, cut a size 4, and then drape it on you. Just put the top on, the knit body, put the top on, and then secure it into the side seams where you want it to be. And I think that's a great idea, and it would look beautiful. And only the front side shows, so you could easily get away with that. And we have a winner, by the way. And so Laverne Hester, you've won. You won our pattern of the month, which is 719. So just shoot me an email, says you've won, and we'll shoot it out to you tomorrow as soon as we get the email, okay? All right, I think we're ready to do the bottom row. Are we okay? We caught up, you think? Or got a few more little questions hiding in there? Okay, so we've just got 8 more fabrics because I put 12 on the top. So, all right, so let's continue. We're at 3913. 3913. Now this is a really beautiful, I think it's very summery color because it's almost like a pastel wine. It's a really beautiful, it's 100%, no, I shouldn't say that. I can't remember. Let me see the tag. Hang on. It's a cotton poly. It has stretch in both directions. As far as fabrics go, it's a home run. It's just absolutely stunning. Great drape, great knit, just amazing. And you'll see in a minute why I put it in here, because you're going to see it like matches perfectly with this next fabric. This is 3913. Okay? All right, so 3914 is this beautiful scuba. We had this at the party and everybody was going gaga at it. Look at this. So what I'm thinking is, like, if you were doing a sheath dress, you know, you could just use part of this and that goes with it just beautifully. I'm going to put it over there. I'm going to put it together so you can kind of see. Isn't that pretty? You could also pick up a green, but that mauve-y color, it's kind of a deep mauve. It just looks so beautiful with it. And then the scuba is just really flattering. You could do just the top. You could do a panel in the front or the back. You guys are just super creative. You can come up with something wonderful. Anyway, but I had to put those two together. They're just too pretty to not put together. Okay, so then we have the burnout, because the burnout also goes with this same mauve color. You can see the burnout here. Probably don't need to take it out, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So that's why I put it in, because there's really some beautiful fabrics that it goes with that are perfect for, you know, spring and summer for now. Okay, so this is the burnout. And this is 3915. Just a really pretty color. Cotton poly. Typically a burnout is cotton poly because you have to have one burn out. So you can't have the same fiber. You've got to have one that'll burn out while the other one stays. You can see lots of pretty colors in there. Okay, then we have this really cool, this is a denim. This is a denim. I love this. It is, I think I called it orangeade, but it's a denim. It's got a one true denim. Like, it's got a white thread and an orange thread. Love this. I think everybody should make a pair of great orange jeans. It doesn't matter what color you wear or what color you don't wear. I'm going to make one of these. A new pair of orange jeans. I think it'd be so cute. And then you could do a cream top, a white top. You could do so many different colors up top that it just wouldn't make a difference. But that is just a really cool denim. And it's 100% cotton, and it's a stretch woven. It's very true orange, and it's just a real light orange. Okay? All right, then we have some knits. And I put these in because, well, that one's not, but this blue is. Great, just great colors. It really work well. Look at this. Together with this one. Isn't that pretty? Just brings out all of the colors in here when you pair with the blue. But this blue is it's let's see, 13, 14, 15, 39, 16. I got to get my sheet, you guys, my cheat sheet to tell you. 39, 16. It's 100% cotton. Now, I know you would not expect it to be. It has stretch in both directions, or one way. No, just one way, sorry. One-way stretch. But we just wouldn't expect that to be 100% cotton. And I just love those. Oh, I just think that's so pretty together. So I kind of put the ones on the bottoms as bottoms, even though that's not really true, because this could be about anything you want it to be. But it's got great drape and just a really nice fabric. This next one is a pink, but this pink has a lot of texture to it. There's a lot of texture to it. It's a really nice. And so this is where you were saying that there's blue in this one, because there is blue in this one. This one that doesn't have the blue. But it has a really beautiful texture. And it's 100% cotton. Just great. Little jacket, skirt, pants, all those things. A little blouse if you wanted to just make a blouse with it. A little wrap top it would be adorable with. And then we have the blue that I did my dress out of, the aqua. And that is 100% cotton also. Stretch in both directions. I love my dress. I love my dress. All right, so great drape again. This is like an ITY knit. Stretch in both directions, except it's 100% cotton. 100% cotton can't be an ITY. An ITY has to have a really high twist. I'm sure this doesn't have that higher twist because the cotton fiber will break. but it certainly approaches it to where I would not know the difference. And I wouldn't know this was cotton unless I burned it, which I did. But it's a great fabric, really nice. All right, and then this last one is like a navy. Navy is always great for summers. It's a really cool, it is a cotton poly, but it's mostly cotton, but it has a beautiful texture to it. I love that texture. This would be a great wrap. Do a wrap in a, when you do a wrap, what you've got to be careful of when you're doing it in a knit is that you don't obviously do it too tight because it'll unwrap at the bust. So it's got to really be a one-to-one. Like I have on, mine's a knit, and it won't do bad, and then you can do a knit sleeve. Okay, but I love this texture. All right, and again, great drape. We got to have that drape. Drape makes us look skinnier. Okay, so let's answer any questions you have. We'll wrap up. You guys can finish up your second glass of wine, and we'll be good to go. We had a winner, Laverne Hester. Congratulations on your pattern win. And we'll go back and answer questions you have. We really appreciate you being here. You guys, we just have way too much fun. Those wrap tops, everybody gets one. Everybody makes one. And, anytime you need questions, ask as you go through that process. Ask them. We'll put them into the Q&As. We won't have one Thursday. I'm out of town. The next Thursday I'm out of town, but the next Thursday we'll do Q&A. The ones we do. Please show me 3908. Question, how do they burn it out? Oh, I don't know. It's a chemical burn. It's actually not a physical burn, but it's a chemical burn. But I don't know. 3908. This is 3912, 3908. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 3908. Here we go. It's my floral. Isn't that beautiful? 100% cotton. Whee! That is pretty. The colors in there are black, red, orange, fuchsia, cream, purple, pink. There's a whole bunch. It's really nice. Could we see 3912 beside the 3914? Yes, hang on just one second. Okay, got that one. So this is what you want, is you want this one next to this orange denim. You want to see if it matches. I always love the combinations you guys put together. This has so many colors of orange in it, I think it goes really well. It just blends really nicely. So you've got all these different orange shades in this one to go with that one. Okay. All right. All right, let's see what else you need. And these fabrics, typically they're up through Friday night, same thing. This is Tuesday night, so they'll be up through Friday night, and gone Saturday morning. Does the knit print 3912 blend with the orange denim? That's what we just asked. Pattern numbers of the silk wrap, 650. 650 is this one right here. This one is 123. The one I have on is 4019. This one is 4014. 4014, Shelley's dress, okay? All right, you guys, I think that's all we can do for you. Don't know what else to do. I can't sing and I can't dance, so I know you don't want me to do that. And we appreciate y'all being here. We're going to New York tomorrow. And you know what? We're going to buy more fabric when we're there. I can't wait. There was some Oscar de la Renta that I did not get. I'm going to go back and get because all the Oscar de la Renta sold out so fast. I'm going to go back and get some. Would the sheer orange linen make a good scarf? It would be beautiful. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because it's, when I did it, I thought, oh, this would be so pretty as a scarf. Just finish up the edges. Both sides are really pretty. You can definitely tell there's a right side and a wrong side, but they're just so different from one another. I don't think it would matter. I think it'd be beautiful, especially if you took the time to fringe the edges. I think if you took the time to fringe the edges like how linen is, I think it'd just be really, really spectacular. Very pretty. And then just with like a white outfit. Oh, so pretty. Very fresh and summery. What is the silk number? The silk number is I'll get it for you just a second. It's my paper is covering it just a little bit. 7255. 7255, it's Carolina Constance silk. And what was the other question? Will 650 ever come back? What do you mean? It's on the website. It's not on the website? 650? 650 is for sale. Why is your shoulder open? It's just a look. It's just a zipper. It's called the cold shoulder, except it was a different way of doing the cold shoulder, and I liked it. So I did it with a zipper as opposed to just leaving it off, because then when I get cold, I can zip it up. It's got a zipper in the front and the back. And you're right, from a distance, it looks like there's a hole in my shoulder. Eliza, there's a hole in your bucket, Eliza. But it's purposeful. It's called great design. Like the Met Gala. Did you guys watch that Met Gala? Oh my gosh, I love watching that thing. I love it. It's got so many amazing, I mean, there's a lot of bad, but there's so much good. Oh gosh, it's just fun. Okay. What to make with shears? Do a solid blouse do the whole blouse in a sheer. That's what we're going to do that, 719. When we go to do this, I'm going to work with shears. I've got some beautiful shears coming, sheer solid coordinates that I want to play with. It's going to be fun, okay? 6 is not on the website. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. It will be in about 10 minutes. Give us 10 minutes, refresh your computer, and it will be. How's that? Thank you for letting us know, though. There's all these little tweaks in our, I mean, the website's 2 years old now, but we're still learning and we've still got issues. And so I appreciate y'all's patience very much. All right, get into that pattern making class. Starts in June, so you still got time. And we put new workshops up. Check out the workshops. Raleigh is almost full. Just FYI, I hate saying that because, I've done all the workshops now. There's only 5 people in a workshop. And we all like it better. I like it better. I think everybody feels like they get more attention, and I just think they're better. So Raleigh's almost sold out. Be aware if you're planning near Raleigh or want to go there. It's almost sold out. Tampa. Anyway, get into a workshop. All right. We'll see you next Tuesday. Thursday night we have a pre-recorded. We'll see you next Tuesday. Happy sewing. Bye.